Hey guys, welcome to Wrestle Kingdom. Latest news: WWE Release more stars from the main roster. Backstage update on the relationship between Drew McIntyre and LA Knight. WWE Undisputed Champion Cody Rhodes speaks high of Roman Reigns. Drew McIntyre takes aim at John Cena over Elimination Chamber spot. Former WWE superstars reacted to their release, and so much more. Recently, WWE released more talents: Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, Giovanni Vinci, Ala Dawn, and Sonya Deville, Blair Davenport, and more. Fight for Select is reporting that Carl Anderson is expected to be out of action for 3 to 6 months before he can be cleared for action. Despite the setback, he is said to be in good spirit. WWE releasing talents while they're injured is reportedly an unusual move for the company. Blair Davenport was originally considered for a role alongside Pepper Nevin and Chelsea Green. A Secret Service themed outfit had been prepared for her before her release, though it was ultimately delayed. Despite earlier reports suggesting WWE wanted to use her more, Davenport hadn't been included into any plan. Some people within WWE had high hopes for Giovanni Vinci, especially after the vinyl promoting him last year. However, there is speculation that his position on the card was lower, as WWE knew he wouldn't be brought back. Ala Dawn was released from WWE, but there is no confirmation regarding whether Ala Fight has been released also. Some of WWE NXT sources believe that these recent releases could be a part of a larger strategy to call up several new talents to the main roster. WWE talents were caught off guard by the latest releases. WWE talent did not expect the recent cuts to the main roster made this week that resulted in a half of dozen individuals getting released. Chris Peterson of Sportskeeda Wrestling is reporting that talents were caught off guard from the latest string of release, especially since most has recently been on TV. The report added that some talent cut were scheduled to receive more exposure on programming before being abruptly cut from WWE. Backstage update on the relationship between Drew McIntyre and LA Knight. Drew McIntyre stormed out of the 125 Men's Royal Rumble match following his elimination, reportedly upset over something that transpired during the match. Drew McIntyre was said to have been particularly vocal about someone trying to get their stuff in, with LA Knight being believed the target of the frustration. Fight for Select has now provided additional details on Drew McIntyre and LA Knight after two worked together on the latest episode of Friday Night SmackDown. The reported tension between Drew McIntyre and LA Knight made its way into LA Knight's promo, where he referred to Drew McIntyre as Drew McIntyre and jokingly mentioned getting his stuff in. While LA Knight's announcement about crying was sincere, it was also a jab at Drew McIntyre. Despite this, Drew McIntyre and LA Knight were said to have been fine working together on SmackDown, and there were no lasting issues, and both men appeared to be on good terms afterward. On the latest episode of WWE SmackDown, Drew McIntyre earned a spot in the men's Elimination Chamber match, unlike WWE icon John Cena. On Twitter, Drew McIntyre shared his take on John Cena, declaring for the Elimination Chamber match after losing the men's Royal Rumble match. He said, "I'm not going to try to politic my way into Elimination Chamber or use my stroke like Cena. I'm going to do it right way, the Drew way. Work hard and beat two of the top contenders in WWE." Jamie gave his best effort, and as much as LA Knight tried to call his shots and force his way in, I still won. It's a great night to be Drew. Drew McIntyre, John Cena, and CM Punk joined the Elimination Chamber match. 3 spot remains that will be filled by either Logan Paul, Rey Mysterio, Damian Priest, Jacob Fatu, Braun Strowman, Finn Balor. Matt Hardy's daughter, Evie Hardy, Gothic Baby, walks runway for New York Fashion Week. Another Hardy has arrived in the world of entertainment, as Evie Hardy, the daughter of Matt Hardy and Reby Hardy, has walked the runway in New York City. And the Hardy family aren't the only wrestling names at the event. AEW's wrestler Saraya has been sharing her experience at the event on the social media. AEW mistakenly labeled Grand Slam a pay-per-view event despite Tony Khan's comments. AEW Grand Slam Australia recently spawned controversy as fans, but tickets have been disappointed by downscaling of the event, with many expected to be a stadium-sized pay-per-view event. It will be a much smaller TV taping to mark AEW's first TV time in the country. Recently, Tony Khan claimed that AEW Grand Slam Australia was also meant to be a TV event, despite fans believing it would be a pay-per-view. In a recent tweet, which has been since edited, AEW's social media team claimed that the event would be first AEW's pay-per-view event in Australia. WWE Undisputed Champion Cody Rhodes speaks high of Roman Reigns. On a recent podcast, Cody Rhodes spoke about his former rival, who has earned his time away. He said, Roman Reigns has earned the part-time schedule he currently enjoys. As far as former rival and the undisputed WWE Champion Cody Rhodes is concerned, in 2022, Cody Rhodes signed a lucrative new contract with WWE that immediately resulted in Bloodline leader Roman Reigns making fewer appearances on the screen. On a recent podcast, Cody Rhodes spoke about his former rival, who has earned his time away. He said, he's carved out a great schedule, which I never make fun of his schedule because he's already did this for years. He earned it. The wrestling legend speaks of one last match. During a recent appearance on the Pat McAfee show, the Hulkamania once again said, you aren't getting back into the ring for one last time. He said, it ain't there, bro. One more surgery, I will fall down in the ring. I will turn into dust. Former WWE superstars reacted to their release from WWE. Paul Ellering and the Authors of Pain (AOP) were released from WWE. Taking to Twitter, Ellering commented on the news. He wrote, WWE yesterday, the clouds covered the bright sun. Today the sun shines on a clear and robust future. AOP, the most precious one. Taking to Twitter, former WWE Women's Tag Team Champion Isla Dawn addressed her departure from the company. She wrote, from NXT UK's White Witch to Raw's Bad Bitch to ? See you in 90. Blair Davenport also hinted at her plans following her WWE exit. She tweeted Top Gaijin. WWE superstar Carmella shared her health update. Former WWE Women's Champion Carmella shared a healthy update on her Instagram account. She noted that she is dealing with draft foot following the childbirth. In the caption of her Instagram story, Carmella mentioned that she has been undergoing EMGs, MRIs, consultation with spine specialists, a neurologist, and also physical therapy. She added, just a few things I've been up lately trying to get the foot better. No one prepares you for the injuries you can sustain while giving birth. No one talks about it, but I am living it 40 months later. We wish Carmella a speedy recovery. An AEW superstar's Bandito hologram returned to AEW. According to AEW, Bandito made his long-awaited return to the AEW ring after a 603-day absence and picking up victory on Saturday night's episode of AEW Collision. Hologram made his return on this week's episode of AEW Collision on TNT, coming to the aid of Commander, who was getting beat up by Rhodes. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more wrestling news and wrestling content.